It's not showing anything. Okay, so Ash, you're not watching, bitch. Well, show me if you're watching. You're not watching. I'm watching myself. I can't hear anything. Hold on. Oh, that's right. It's working. Okay. It's back. Hi. Um so we went to back to school for my daughter. I just want to show you this. Yeah, Ashley. Yes, I am. Okay. Okay, I believe you. I believe you. Look. Look at that. Look how cute she is. All right. Sorry. I just had to like. I'm not doing a countdown. What the hell? I was gonna show you guys like some cute pictures. From today. All right, because so like you guys have to understand. Like my daughter goes to this unicorn of a school that was one of the first public schools in the state of Georgia, and it was created for very racist reasons. But as is the case with most schools in Georgia, and if people don't believe me, then you're not from here. You're not one of us. I'm trying to pull them all up, so don't get mad if you don't see my face. But like this place is super cute, and I am obsessed with all of it to the point that I'm going to show you guys something, and you're going to laugh your ass off. But that's okay. I don't want to be like too invasive, but at the same time, like I do want to like zoom out just a little bit more, so if I can find the rest of them. I think I almost have them. Is that the one I want to see? Hold on. Okay, no, not that. That's a hard no. I'm loading up photos, so whatever. I'm trying to make sure that none of these photos have another child's face. Okay, open. There you go. I just added all the media. What the hell? All right, so there they are. They're all generating now. So sorry about that. Sorry, they're generating now. Okay. So this is my daughter's school. How cute is this? Look at this. How amazing is that? Wait, you can't see. Shit. Hopefully you can see it now. Why is it freaking out down here? Customize. Okay. Oh, you can see it now. Cool. This is my daughter's school, and I don't really need me to be. I don't know. Let me do that. And then let me come over here with this one and go like that. So this is my daughter's, the front of her school. And then as you can see, like they've got it all decked out with. Here, I'm just gonna take myself off the camera so you can see it. Okay, so they've got it all decked out with balloons and stuff. It's like a historic building. I love it. And then there's my Biddy in front of it because, like, I mean, really, look at this. Oh, maximize the view. Should I? I don't think I should have to, but let me make sure you can see it. There's my Biddy standing in front of her school. And I had to fight her to get that photo, so I'm happy I got it. And then here is the version of the photo that's not with that bright filter. And then this is so super cute. So they were doing family portraits up underneath this. What was this? Oh, this is this. Oh, I love this. Hold on, let me see if I can get this one to be a little bit bigger. I'm gonna put it over here and see if I can make it a little bit larger. There we go. And then that. So this was on the wall, and I love it because it says you don't have to be perfect to be amazing. Isn't that cute? Look at that. It's so cute. It's so cute. Right? And then, please hold. Oh, I have so many photos. I have no idea. Okay, of course I'm the mom that did this too. Like you guys, I'm definitely the mom that did this. What your first grader needs to know. And guess what? CKLA, first grade. I dead ass took a picture of that. And to which the teacher was like, she kind of looked at me weird. I was like, you have to understand, like, public school mom here. So I never got to see these things. I never got to see anybody be transparent with their curriculum. But I definitely need to buy this book because I've never read that book. Anyway, moving on. There is the biddy. I think I got one of the goofier photos ever for some reason. Brr. I don't know. Yeah, there she is. There's her welcome to first grade photo. Mandatory. And then the fact that my daughter's in first grade just is very bizarre to me. And then there's my husband back there and my daughter. He's gonna get mad. Let's see if it's rolled over. Is it rolled over? There it is. Yeah, there's Josh and my daughter. He's gonna get so mad at me. Hold on, let me zoom it in. Let's see if you guys can see it better. My husband is like playing on the ground with our daughter. Doing something I can't remember. I don't know. I was filling paperwork out, so and then what is this? Oh, yeah, there's her in all her glory. Right. I have more. I've got tons and tons, but like this is one of my favorites. And I think there's like one more that I liked, so let me grab it. Please hold. Yeah, I've got allergies out of nowhere today. I don't know why. Hold on. Let me find this other one I wanted to show really quick. Okay, so all right. Again, I'm trying to make sure I don't have photos that have littles that their parents wouldn't be too thrilled with me sharing. Kind of hella mad, but I think I can blur that kid's face out. Open. All right, hold on. Okay, so this is uploading the image. Hold on. I can't breathe. I'm just gonna do that. It's processing. There it is. We're gonna maximize the image. You see that? Look at this. Look how cute this room is. So this was instructions for the parents. Hold on, it's not rolled over yet. There it is. So those are the instructions for the parents. Okay, so I just need for people to take this in. You don't see anything on the walls like word walls. There's no pictures on the walls in the classroom. This is the classroom. Look at this. I'm gonna make the photo a little bit larger. Like, look at this. There are no. You can actually teach children to read and write and do all the things without the word walls. What do you think about that, Ash? Here, come give me a hug. Miss, I didn't want to give me any photos, but now you're going to be a clinker. Come here. Give me a hug. Give me a hug.
My classroom's pretty.
It is. I know her classroom's pretty. I love you. All right. Okay.
And when you look a little far away from that, kind of looks like a little kitty.
It does.
And that was right over there.
I know. No, you were with Daddy. You were with Daddy right there.
Yeah.
So now you want to show your face, but like it was like pulling. Anyway, so there's that.
That's right. Like
right. So Avery is not going to help me narrate, y'all.
I like right there playing with Daddy.
Is that really?
With the toys.
Yeah, I know. You guys are rushing me. Hold on, Ash. I got like I think. Okay, so look at how cute. Oh, I don't want that kid's face being shown, but like, yeah. So look at the tricky. I'm trying to get.
You took a picture while somebody else was taking a picture.
Yeah, I know. You see the tricky words? Look at this.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm gonna roll off that because like we don't need to be just doing that. Hold on. What, baby?
We learned tricky words in kindergarten.
I know, but you're gonna have more tricky words now. All right, you can go. Shoo, child, shoo. Love you. Bye. Go away.
No.
She won't leave now.
No.
Yeah, the classroom is just boho chic, what have you. I guess that's what they call it.
Words in kindergarten.
I know, but you're gonna have more tricky words now. All right, you can go. Shoo, child, shoo. Love you. Bye. Go away.
No.
She won't leave now.
No.
Yeah, the classroom is just boho chic, what have you. I guess that's what they call it. Cox campus. You can. Sorry, I'm not gonna say it. My daughter's sitting right next to me, so I should not follow through with that. Can you stop? No. Bye. Shoo. Bye. Love you. Mean it. Go. Okay, give me a hug. One more hug. Okay.
I'm gonna get a snack. I'm hungry.
Bring me something. I'm hungry. There's my level. Yeah, Biddy is not Biddy. Biddy is extremely tall.
I know what you wanted. M&M yogurt.
No, I don't want M&M yogurt. I want 3 of my Oreos.
Which Oreo?
The chocolate Oreos.
Okay. Here's not the Oreos because we also have normal Oreos.
I know, baby. Why is it doing that? So sorry. Anyway, it was I'm happy that like today happened because I am not gonna lie, I had a really, really shitty summer from a myriad of reasons, but a lot of it was anxiety leading up to this day, back to school, because we had a less than stellar experience last year, but I stayed the course and we made it out alive. I sound like I have a cold. I don't have a cold. At least I don't feel like I have a cold, but it sounds like I have a cold. I'm trying to think what else.
Here's your delivery.
My delivery? You actually got them for me. Thank you.
Here's your delivery.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
I'm gonna get my delivery.
Okay. So we've got back to school for kid number 1 taken care of. Thank God. My son, like, I've got this weird neck hair thing going on. I've got to get my hair cut. Anyway, so kid number 1 has been taken care of. We have my son's back to school. I want to say like, so she goes back to school on the 13th. We don't even have his open house until I think like the 17th. Yeah, he doesn't. It's okay though. So he's like officially on a break right now, and because he's been working all summer. So there's that.
I'm just gonna pop my M&M yogurt into here. It's the one I used earlier, and I ate everything. Okay. Have to plop it.
They make these for us every year. But look at this. this packet. How cute is that? Like, this lady is legit. I love her. Hold on. So she's lived in Oklahoma and California. Where is it? I can't remember. Oh, yeah. I taught 3rd grade and 5th grade in Cobb County. She's been a teacher for 19 years. She graduated from KSU. She has additional endorsements, and she's got the reading endorsement that we created here in Georgia. She has completed courses and endorsements and training for teaching students with dyslexia. When it comes to teaching, I believe relationships come first, everything else comes second. Children should feel accepted, safe to express themselves. All the good stuff. And this is why I say my children are not an experiment for public school anymore. She is very protective of my daughter. She's been with my daughter since day one. Looking at all this stuff. I've already done all of that. Okay, so that's just her personal thing. Oh, and she's really cool because she understands the whole, she understands the connection of, like, she truly understands school anxiety and performance anxiety and how it plays out in the classroom. And so, like, that's what I was worried about all summer. And she was like, oh, no. She's like, honey.
Okay, it's all mixed.
Okay. She's like, I got, like, crippling anxiety and depression, and I know what it feels like. I was like, oh, wow, okay. What, baby? I don't need to see it in the bowl, honey. Okay, we need a break. We need a divorce. Like, you've been all up in my business for... Anyway, sorry. I need to readjust. I don't know why I'm being lazy. I am. So she even gave us a little brochure. Math and language arts.
And it's paint.
Okay.
Sorry, it tastes so good. I'll smell it
Okay.
for a minute.
So, Ash, these are the goals. Having a positive mindset for learning. Becoming more independent, trying our best every day, being a classroom citizen, and practicing kindness, empathy, and responsibility. Which, that is the nature of the school. That's the framework, is that they are just literally built. They were built to... The school was created because they wanted to... Or the founder just wanted kids to be kids, but also be active in their communities and be good humans. So, there's that part. Let's see here, what else? So this year, with science and social studies, I'll learn about astronomy of the Earth, animals and their habitats, fossils, dinosaurs, rocks, and math. They're going to be learning addition, subtraction, measurement, telling time, mental math. Ooh, they support mental math, you guys. Meaning my kid won't get in trouble for doing the math in their brain instead of on paper. Fractions, geometry, graphing patterns, calendar skills, place value, counting money, using 100 chart, skip counting, comparing numbers, word problems, critical thinking, and more. Sigh. I'm trying to find the ELA thing. They're going to be working on... We will focus on learning to read with phonics. We will have sight words, tricky words, and eventually have spelling words. We also focus on comprehension and written responses to what we've read. they will practice writing their sentences and paragraphs and full page narratives in cursive and print. You guys. If only this is what was afforded to every single child in public school. It's just not. I'm already having to do. I'm already pulling stunts at. Well, we don't need to say their name. This is the packet the school makes. And it's like the most in like depth thing possible. It's ridiculous. Do you see how many pages they give us? Still going. Still going. It's ridiculous. But anyway, my number one like anxiety trigger for the summer is gone now because we have Miss Swords and we have Miss Jenny. And they both will take one for the team when it comes to my daughter. Trust me. Miss Swords was the one that said, yeah, no, your daughter's not. She's fine. I was like, oh yeah. So got that out of the way today. Unfortunately, I still don't have answers about anything else that I should have answers for. In fact, it's quite the opposite. And so yesterday, if you watched this or like my live that I posted, like, yeah, I dead ass cried. Yay, PTSD. But that's just going to be something I have to work out. I'm really just doing a happy live stream because I'm happy that my daughter is happy and that like the biggest trigger for her has now been like squashed. So yay. We like those things. Even if it's just a small win, we like those things. So just kind of rambling, but I'm happy and I'm excited. And then like I finished this finally, kind of. So this is the MLK thing that I was working on. Finish that. I think there's some more things I want to do to it, but I'll wrap up with this. Yesterday I was in a really bad headspace. Not that I'm in a better headspace as it pertains to all the fuck shit that is going on. But knowing that people in that community, meaning the parents, the vocal ones, the people that have always historically supported me in everything. Today, one of them who is like me, she's like, oh no, let's go toe to toe, right? She's the one that I made the admin of the Facebook dyslexia group. I gave it to her because I didn't want to give it to anybody else. I didn't believe that any of the decoding girls needed it. I didn't want them to have access to it. I didn't kick them out of the group. I allowed them to stay. But anyway, she said the sweetest thing in the world to me this morning, and it was like, I don't know, maybe it was just something I needed to hear. Not that I don't need the validation. I don't. It was more of a acknowledgement. And she said, what do you need? I was like, what? She said, what do you need right now? What do you need? I was like, a fucking job or the district to do their job. And it's like a between her and then like two other people, like they basically swooped in and they're like, "Oh no, we're doing this. We're like toe to toe." Like, so officially it's 2019 all over again. And it's coming from all directions, and all of the vocal people who who helped me find my way through that space, um they're back, and they're livid, and they're willing to just do whatever is needed to fix it and burn it down. So it was just kind of like nice to know that, because I made a statement like I was very vocal about the fact that like I've been alone, and like the only reason that I gravitated towards the coding was because I was just tired of being alone. Like I just wanted somebody that understood. And by doing that, I dropped my guard and I ended up getting fucked over. Um, you know, since I've said that, I've had people tell me, they're like, "You're not alone. You're never alone. We're always here for you. Like, you have to ask. You have to tell us, but you're not alone." And that's what was relayed to me today. By somebody who knows the decoding ladies. Um, and she said that like she went to one of them and got like verbiage for something. I was like, yeah, that was actually something that I made for her. You do know that, right? I'm like, none of the things, these templates that she's sending you are actually her work. That's my work. She's like, oh, I know. I removed the names and I removed all of her watermarks and I plucked out the pieces that I wanted, and it was just easier to do that. But I 100% know it's your work because I've seen your complaints. I've seen your IEP. I've seen how you structure emails. I've seen how you structure everything. That's not how she does things. She's very unorganized. So that was the feedback for the curated Instagram advocate. The feedback was, yeah, we all know it's not her work. We know it's your work. I'm going to take a little bit of joy in that because if you know, you know. I promised I wasn't going to bring that over into this, but it was just funny as shit. But I have a lot of people who are actively just fighting like hell for me and trying to just do whatever they can, and locally, not like my friends that live across the country, like hands down, like would do anything for me. But as it pertains to Georgia, like I've like always been kind of by myself. But over the 11 years, um, a lot of the parents, a lot of these people have been like, I've helped them by proxy. I didn't get directly involved, but I helped them and I did what I have always done, and that was put things into the ether that allowed a parent to feel empowered, that allowed them to navigate the situation they were in with knowledge and with their parental rights and procedural safeguards, and to go forth and fuck somebody up. It's that simple. And so that's exactly what they're doing. I just didn't know that it's been going on at that capacity until today. I found out. I was like, oh, okay. So it just kind of like makes me all warm and fuzzy to know that like my work wasn't dismissed and my work, even though it was stolen and my intellectual property and everything else was taken, everybody knows that it belongs to me, and they say it repeatedly. I found that out today too. So I'm not going to go back into advocacy, but I can at least now officially close that chapter in my life knowing that I did what I set out to do. And that was to empower parents and to give them all the tools they needed to be loud and how to hold people accountable. That was my goal. And I did it over and over and over again. Ashley, what you laughing at? Oh, I know why you're laughing, Ashley. Yeah. Yeah, I know why you laughing. Shit. I saw some of those templates. I was like, oh, there's mine. Oh wait, that's mine. Oh, that's definitely mine. Oh, yikes, that's mine too. Yeah, it's really bad. I mean, it's like verbatim my shit that I filed on behalf of the curated Instagram advocate. But that's not what this is about. This page is not dedicated to them. It's dedicated to everything else other than them. But it was just heartwarming to know that some of those people who reside in the city that raised me, actually a lot of those people that still reside out there, have my back. And they are calling bullshit. And so I don't have to get into the fray because turned out they've been doing that for a while now. And I can take solace in knowing that I'm not alone. I guess maybe I just needed to, I don't know, say it sooner. Ask. I have a really hard time asking for help. I have a hard time asking for anything. And I know people are going to think that's ironic, but I really have a hard time asking for help. And so when people, this past week have asked me, what do I need? What do I need right now? My response is, I need a job. Like, it's that simple. I just need a job. And they're like, okay, bet. And so they're actively searching and they're like using their connections and all the things. So we'll see what happens with that. But it's good to know that there are humans out there who are not in the advocacy space, but who have benefited from what I put out there for free for everybody. And it's kind of the best middle finger to the people that wanted to put me in timeout. Yes, I 100% wore this shirt from the Bitter Southerner home to open house. They know. But I did promise that I'm not bringing my advocacy or my anything when I'm there. I told the teacher today, I'm like, look, I only wanted to bring, I wanted to be the mom that brought cookies and that volunteered and that helped. So if you could just do something as simple as like that, we're good. I don't want to micromanage you because there's no need for me to do that because you're already an amazing human as it is. So I'm just here for all the volunteer shit. Just sign me up for all of it, and I will just get in my car and happily come up here and do it because I never have to do it for my son. And yeah, it's weird how simple things like that make me happy. Because it's that easy. It's that fucking easy. It's all I want. It's all I want. But yet people be out here doing some stupid stuff. Hold on, I'm trying to see something real quick. That was the problem. See, now it reads appropriately. Now you can see it. See? Resist. Now you can see it. Let me see here. I'm trying to think what else. That's pretty much all I have. I think. I don't know. I think I might go back in the hiding for a little bit though. Just for the time being because there's going to be a lot of things that take place between now and next week. And I'm trying not to F any of that up. And it's really hard for me. So I'm going to have to go back to the shutting everything down again. Well, at least my social media. But I posted what I posted yesterday publicly on purpose. Because now I know exactly what set off the chain of events. You know, that's the thing I love about what I've done with my public everything. The way it's paid forward is not something that people would want to be paid forward. Because I end up getting information sent to me, like transcripts, transcribed meetings, all that stuff. Yeah. So now I can put together a very robust timeline of why they got in their feelings and why they got upset. They didn't get upset because of the reason they told my attorney. That's not why they got mad. They got mad for something that's even funnier. And, oops. I'm going to have fun with this one. I'm going to have fun. So, I'm going to go now, though. No, you don't. This is, okay. I have to go break up with my daughter, you guys. I love you all. I have to go break up with my daughter because she's, like, trying to move in again.
Now let's have nightmares. Yay.
All right. Anyway, you guys have a good day.